Sports Central. Happy Thursday. Adam Deal along with Charles Ashley III. Glad you could join us. Hoop season about to get into district play. This is the last tune-up week, if you will, for all teams. Look, we had a matchup that we talked about, Charles, at the beginning of this week, and it was Hope Christian and Volcano Vista. Hope Christian, not really the tournament that they're used to in the APS Metro tournament, didn't do too well. Volcano Vista loses early, but then rips off 3 straight. They were 10-3 going into this matchup at Hope Christian. Yeah,
we were all anxious to see what type of Volcano team was going to show up against a Hope team that was angry. You know they're angry. They're not used to losing this much, this often. So Volcano, softer schedule, going to play a team that's a perennial powerhouse in their class. What's going to happen?
Well, let's go check it out. The highlights from Hope Christian as the Huskies take on the Volcano Vista Hawks. The 10-3 Hawks, Charles, kind of flying under the radar as Diedrich Milford will step back. That's a three-pointer. Look, when he's hot, he's hot. You like to see him drive a little bit more, too.
That's always been your problem with him, Adam.
Get that out.
Nice block there.
Says Kosurik.
Huskies really pushing the pace right there, and your guy getting up. You're right. When was the last time we had a Hope Christian team that had that many athletes out there?
Get out of his way. Marcus Johnson will drive the lane. That's a bucket. So you see Hope Christian on top early, 21-18. That's a scoop up and under by McNeely.
Oh, a little behind the back action right there.
What you need,
Call
says Milford.
Block, foul.
Hope Christian, maybe Milford starting out slow. Milford steps back with a three, but a little bit more athletic than you're used to seeing, am I right?
A lot more athletic, but you know with Coach Murphy, he always has his guys in great shape. They're going to pressure the ball. They like to get out there and run when they can. And they're tough team. Nice shot right there. I believe that was McNeely with a nice stroke.
So here's a little finger roll by Kosurik, who steps inside the lane. It's 41-29, Hope pulling away. Look at this behind the back. Milford off the window and in Kosurik. And it's Hope Christian, no problem, 57-46 over the Hawks. Let's check out what Murphy had to say.
Really good team, and I thought their inside game was really hurting us, but our kids tried to battle and got back in it and made a couple big shots. I thought we switched to our man defense, and it seemed to get us going again. Yeah, he got a little blood on it and changed his number, maybe get a little hotter. But he's a great shooter. So is Diedrich. I thought it was a well played game on both parts. I thought Medina, our little sophomore guard, did a good job controlling the tempo, and he played good defense on Beal, one of their best players in the state. Beal's a great guard, and I thought our Medina did a good job on him. Yeah, I think we played a great schedule. The games we lost, Rio Rancho is a really strong team, and we lost the last game by 2, and Albuquerque High only had the 1 loss. So, we have nothing to hang our head on. But, at the same time, hopefully, like you said, this will get us ready for district. We have our tournament coming up this week, and there's some exciting teams coming to that. But, we have one more big school left. We have Clovis on the road, and the rest will be the 4A schools that we'll be playing. Well, people don't understand, this little gym is like a cracker box, but, people from Shiprock and Los Lunas and West Las Vegas, Taos, they're going to pack this place, and it's going to be exciting. It's not real comfortable probably for fans, but it's a great atmosphere to coach in and for the kids to play in. Well, we just gotta be well prepared. We gotta keep improving in our game. We gotta work on our inside game and develop a little bit better on our defensive end. But we gotta learn a little bit about our opponents too and find out what the St. Mike's and the Sandia Preps and the Indian schools and some of those teams that'll be in our district as we get ready for district play.
That is coach talk right there. He's the king at giving you the coach answer. Coach Murphy, a little hoarse always after a game, by the way.
Somebody get Coach Murphy some chamomile tea and work this out.
This is how he always sounds.
I know, just
after the end of the game.
Man, just cold. But hey,
good bounce back win for Hope Christian, right?
Great win for them. They were struggling a little bit. You'll take whatever win you can get early on in the season so you can build up that resume, set yourself up in a good position going into district play. Hopefully win your district and get a good seeding. So that's a good win for them.
No, it is a good win, and now you wonder where Volcano Vista stands because we haven't seen them get a huge win so far this season. They have a couple shaky losses, but their record was good. Yes. And I think every coach will tell you is in the APS Metro tournament, if you could win 3 games, no matter how you do it, that's a win. So they lose their opening round game, maybe a softer schedule through the rest of the APS tournament, but they win 3 games in the APS tournament. So going into this game, they're 10-3, but slip up to 10-4. I cannot get a read on Volcano Vista this season.
We can't get a read on them right now, but you know what's going to help us? They have just a ridiculous road swing this weekend where they're going to go down and play Carlsbad and they're going to play Hobbs. And we'll see exactly where this team is at this weekend.
All right, Charles, I really quickly want to preview Rio Rancho versus Rio Grande tonight. We're going to have it here on uSports Network, also ProVNetworks.com. Richard Tripp's going to have the call. Rio Rancho flying high right now. They've won 10 of their last 11. They took third the APS Metro Tournament. Rio Grande, the exact opposite. They took a complete dive, a 7 seed going into the Metro Tournament, and they've lost a ton of games now. So what do you think, Rio Grande, Rio Rancho?
Rio Grande, Rio Rancho. Rio Rancho, as you mentioned, playing lights out right now. They slipped up a little bit against Cibola, bounced back with a good win over Trisco. But then you have a Ravens team getting a lot of early wins. People starting to jump on the bandwagon, believing, wow, they might be legit. They lose a couple guys for whatever issues. I don't know if it's academic or discipline or whatever the case. And they went on a little skid. They're 7-6 coming into this game. We don't know who's going to play. That's been a problem. We never know what Raven team is going to be on the court. I just don't think they have enough to compete with this Rio Rancho team they're going to run the ball the entire game. They're going to press you. They're going to get after you. They're going to swipe. They're going to do whatever it takes to get the ball because they're a smaller team. Rio Grande is a bigger team than them, but I don't see them being able to make as many shots as the Rams.
When you look at the Rams, Charles, and when they're hot, they're on. Okay, when they're shooting, they're on, and I think Coach Ortega will know that. He'll come on here in just a minute and talk about that, how hot they were in the pit. But when they're not on, things like Cibola, I mean, Cibola completely controlled the pace of that game, were able to beat their trap and kind of get easy buckets. And on the other end, Rio Rancho's Juan Hurt, Brady Patterson, they couldn't hit the deep ball, and so then it affects them.
Well, I look at it also as a reflection of the discipline that comes from the coaching staff. Coach Rodriguez, very disciplined. He's going to get his guys. They buy into what he's doing. The Ravens, they were winning earlier. They were buying into what Coach Jimenez was telling them. Now when you hit a skid, can you stay disciplined against a Rio Rancho team that's going to force you to run?
Let's hear your projection.
Gold. I got to go with the Rams. I think the Rams are going to make the Ravens run a lot. It's going to be an 82-68 type of game.
I'll go 81-66. I agree. I think Rio Rancho, in all but one game this year, has scored in the 70s. Yeah. I think they have no problem with the Rio Grande Ravens tonight. Remember, that's going to be right here on uSports Network. It's a 7 o'clock tip-off time. We'll have pregame for you at 6:50. Richard Tripp will have the call. Always does a great job, Richard Tripp.
Yeah, we love Richard, and he does a great job helping out with the NMO, TSC polls or whatnot, him and Manny. So Richard is a man everywhere. He's up there in West Las Vegas, man of many hats. Richard, that's your guy.
That is my guy, Richard. All right, come on back here in just a moment. Now we're going to have Adrian Ortega. We'll talk a little Atrisco Heritage Hoops right here on uSports Central.